This video will walk you through how to set up the Serenasphere 9 with the Hidizs Pro Max audio player. So we're just going to look at components. This is the Serenasphere, the three towers here. This is your audio amplifier. Here we have the surge protector and a power cord. On the surge protector here, there's a little orange light on this model. When you tap this power key, if you get a surge overload, it'll turn off and you just send it back towards the little power on indicator and you'll see that orange light or the light on your surge protector. Here's the audio player and charging an audio cable. Pop over here, we've got the speaker also with an audio and charging cable as well. So moving into setup here, we're going to first start with the power cable. We'll plug the end with the prongs into the surge protector. The other end that looks like a printer style cable going to the left side of the audio amplifier. Looks like this, just below the power switch. Just make sure that's in there nice and snug. Green to green. This power switch will illuminate when turned on. I'm going to turn it off until we get all the other components in here. So I'm going to get to grab the audio player. Down here on the bottom, you can see the connections. On the left side, we've got the charging cable. And in center of this, we have the audio cable. So I'm going to match my colors. We're going to go with the bigger end, going red to red. Down here in the front towards the center. And then the small USB-C end will go into the left side of this audio player. Grabbing the audio cable, I'm going to use my 90-degree and I'm going to connect that red to red on the front of the audio jack on the amplifier. The other end will go right to the middle of the player here. Just make sure those are nice and tight. Now we're going to go to our speaker. The speaker has a little minus and plus. These control your volume, will lower, raise your volume. And there's a power key right here. The white arrow points to the power key, which is just slightly elevated above this tab. Now there's a little tab in here that is hard to see and a little bit hard to get up, but if you dig your finger in there, you can pull this tab up to reveal the audio and the charging connection for the speaker. So we're going to do the same process here. I'm going to use the straight end, connect that into the audio jack on the speaker. Okay. And then our power cable will also go in the same way. We'll put the 90-degree audio cable for the speaker here in the blue spot, blue to blue. And then we just need to connect our charging cable. So same style here. We're going to put the small USB-C end here under the audio cable in the speaker, and blue to blue, we're going to match this into the front of the audio amplifier. Great. Okay. Now we're just going to grab the cable and we're going to connect the Serenasphere tower to the left side here on the amplifier. So grab these three plugs. They all have a yellow mark. We're going to put yellow to yellow. It does not matter which of these that they go into. Just make sure that they go all the way in. Make sure they're inserted and nice and snug. Excellent. Okay, let me just manage our cables a little bit, and we're going to turn the power switch on here on the left. When this turns on, you're going to get a green light. There's also a fuse in that power plug in case you ever need to swap that fuse. Now when we turn it on, let me show you really quick also here in the very bottom of the amplifier. Towards the back, there is a little red switch, and this manages your power in case you're going to Europe or Asia where they might have a 220 standard. You can flip that switch in there. Make sure you do that if you do travel. That would be really important. But here in the US, we're going to put it on that 115. And the power is powered up my player here. So I'm just going to tap on music, go to files, And then I'll tap into SD card, and then I'm going to go into Serenasphere AM folder, and we're just going to do clearing as our first track here. Now, important on this player is to do the line out mode, which is where you pull down on the screen and select this audio cable. It's going to be a backward S, and then tap OK to confirm you want to be in line out mode. That allows the player to run 24/7 and also increases the audio volume. And so we'll just come up here and check for lights. With the track playing and your player in line out mode, you should see these blinking 6 LEDs on top, which indicates the Serenasphere is producing energy now, which is perfect. So in the audio player, you can swipe from right to left. You can get over to your track. You can see your numbers counting, your position in the track, and some other controls. You can play or pause here. And there's a little light on the side here that lets you know when it's going. There are some repeat functions in this lower left corner. Just want to quickly zoom in on that. The lower left corner is where you'll set your loop. There's a loop with a 1, which is loop just that one soundtrack. This is shuffle, we don't use that. And this is play and stop, which we also don't use. So you want to use those 2 loops. The loop will play everything in the folder, the loop all, and then the loop with the 1 will just repeat whatever track you're on until you change it. And so remember, when you pull down on this screen, you want to be in this line out mode. Just want to draw special emphasis to this because if you don't see red lights, it's typically because the player's either become unplugged or powered off. And so if you pull a plug out, you'll lose that line out mode. And if you push it back in, you'll see it pops back up. And then you just tap on it and tap OK to enable that line out mode. They programmed it into the software to protect people's hearing. So the line out mode kind of bypass where it looks like another device is controlling your audio volume. Now you notice I put in line out mode and I don't have lights. I need to play and pause this player one more time. If your cable becomes removed and you set it into line out mode, you have to actually play and pause it again to get it to start. So those are a couple quick tips. Now on the speaker, we have to tap this power key to get this to play some sound. This key is right here, right above the flap. So I'll press and hold that. And then there's some audio. You can control the audio volume by tapping or doing the plus or minus here on the side of the player. So the side of the player with the chords is where you'll find the audio controls. Wonderful. So as long as you're seeing lights, you've got 6 LEDs periodically. Sometimes they'll be really bright, sometimes less bright. But as long as you see them periodically, then everything with your setup is good to go. And so everything here is up and running. You can listen with sound or without sound, whatever is convenient for you. If you have any issues or questions, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to help.